Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, it's Meagan and Andy. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. Well, this nice warm day has got us out here contemplating garden time.
We're having a serious discussion right now.
And so we're trying to figure out exactly how we want to do things this year because, of course, like y'all know, it's good to change it up every once in a while. And so we're out here deciding what we want to do, and plus we got some cleaning up we need to do, and I hope we make it to our Blackberry jungle out by the pig lot.
Yeah, the Blackberry jungle is actually the #1 goal for today, but we got distracted by this.
Yeah.
So now we're standing out here contemplating on what exactly we're going to do. I was intending on pulling all this net down. Meagan says we should leave it up and plant the peas back right in its spot. See, it's almost, matter of fact, we could probably go ahead and do it, but it's almost time to plant our green peas.
Mm-hmm.
We found
English peas.
Yeah, English peas. I could call them green peas, but we have found that late February is the perfect time for us to plant these things.
Yeah. And then they're usually out by what, May?
I don't even remember.
When it starts getting hot, they're like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But we had English peas here back in the fall, and we currently have
got a good crop of peas off of these in the fall.
We did, but we currently have a very nice stand of crimson clover growing in amongst everything too. My plan was to pull all this out. I wasn't even going to have peas growing here this go around. I was going to pull all this out, and that way when it come time to actually plant the rest of the garden, I could get in here with a tractor and till everything up and be ready to go. Meagan has me thinking now because
I think it's too much work.
She says it's too much work, but I think I view it as it's too much work to tear up a strip in the middle of this cover crop in order to plant the peas. So
which one's too much work?
We're in contemplation now of what to do.
Well, I just don't see no sense taking this down if you're aiming to plant this many peas again.
Well, honestly, I was not aiming to plant peas here.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know where I was going to plant them. I have no idea where we
Unless
plant
we plant them over there and you fight with them things over there again.
Fight what things? The trellis,
the
arches.
Mm-hmm. That was not fun.
It wouldn't, because they wouldn't grow up it.
Unless we planted them here along this fence like we did that other time. We could plant them along that fence in Maggie's flower garden. But see that grapevine?
They can't plant there no more because of the grapevine.
Plant them along the back fence.
Now, we had good luck that year. We planted them along the back fence back there.
We can't plant them on that fence.
I have a feeling Lovey would eat them if we put them over there.
He
would stay off of them, though.
Not when they got past where he get around that electric wire.
Yeah, but you know they grow narrow, so they're not going to be like sticking out through the fence. That might work.
Well, we could try it. I mean, we got bukus of pea seeds, I'm sure.
I think we should try that.
All right.
I really do. So there we go. I think we have solved this here
one conundrum.
So that means that this netting needs to come out of here.
Okay. Well, I'm satisfied because I'm not going to have to put it back up.
And so never, ever in the past have we ever planted tomatoes in a raised bed.
I don't know why. There's no reasoning behind it.
We just ain't ever done it.
Yeah.
So now that we have irrigation systems set up on our raised beds, I think the tomatoes this year will be over there in those raised beds.
Well, and the reason being, we've had peppers in the same spot the last 2 or 3 years.
And we've had tomatoes in close to the same spot the last 2 or 3 years.
Same garden, yeah.
And we had a terrible time with disease last year from our tomatoes. So I'm not planting tomatoes in this garden over here at all this year. My original plan was to plant tomatoes here, but the more I think about it, I think I want to try them in our raised beds and just see if they do good or not.
I think since you got this clover here, this should be a cornfield again.
Well, I've thought about that too. So, speaking of corn, being that at the moment, I don't want to plant the first bit of garden down across the creek.
Right.
I want to save every bit of that creek garden. I think I'm going to plant my sorghum patch down there this year. Because I don't want to fight the deer. And down there is
deer and raccoons.
Deer and raccoons. Well, we can keep them out. I don't really care to fight that fight this year.
It. So, yeah, deer don't seem to mess with the sorghum.
No, deer don't bother the sorghum. But, so, here's what I've been thinking about. I ain't even really mentioned this to you, so I'm glad you brought up the corn. since we're not going to have tomatoes out here, that opens up quite a bit of room, right? So that means that we can
3 or 4 rows.
hopefully have enough room out here in this garden to rotate corn patches, because you know how we like to do the succession planting. I'm thinking maybe planting 2 or 3 rows, very first thing in the spring. Month later, 2 or 3 more rows. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that means at some point this coming up season, there will be corn planted in this. It just may not be right away.
All right.
I think I'm going to do my first corn crop
I need a
on
lot
this side over here.
I need a lot of cucumbers this year too, because last year I didn't hardly get to make no pickles last year. So
without tomatoes out here, we might have plenty of room for cucumbers.
Well, the cucumbers just didn't do good, remember?
Yeah, we had disease with them.
And replanted them like 3 times.
It was cold at the beginning, and it made it hard for them to come up and germinate. And then later on, it just stayed so wet. I think we had a terrible problem with disease.
Mm-hmm.
So this side over here may be some cucumbers planted in it, because we've never grew cucumbers on this plot right here.
I don't think that sounds good.
So that would work. And I'm sure
hope that I can get enough tomatoes out there.
The funny thing is I'm sure all of this is going to change.
Probably.
I think I don't know if all 6 of those beds are probably not going to be peppers, but that'll be where the peppers go. I'm not even going to waste any room in the garden this year on squash or zucchini.
Why?
We'll plant some down there. Like, it only takes a plant or 2.
It's true.
We got room over there on the bottom side of them raised beds around the fruit tree. I can just dig me a little hole, put me a couple seeds in that, and go with that.
Watermelons?
Watermelons. Now, watermelons I ain't figured out yet. Because last year I wasn't very happy with our watermelon situation.
It was the weather.
I'm pretty sure it was the weather.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about 100% sure that's what was wrong with them.
But I don't know. We'll plant them a little later in the season, so we'll see what they do. We'll
see
figure
what's
that
left.
out. Yeah, we'll figure that out when we get there.
Well, we better get to it.
I know, right? Look at this, y'all. There's still tomato cages out here. We just got plumb on the lazy list this year.
I don't know what happened.
That one's ready to take down, I think.
You done cut everything that needs to be cut?
I think so.
There'll still be peas gonna come up out here.
That'd be all right.
I'm just saying, I can see it in my future. If any of these were mature enough to leave seeds. Them's the best kinds though.
Well, the thing is, they'll come up where they ain't supposed to be, and they'll end up getting tore up.
Unless I'm like, no, please don't tear it up.
I may have one down there I gotta cut.
Is something, it's stuck to something.
Yeah, there it is. Let me get him. Hang on before you yank him off. Where'd he go? There it is.
I tell you what, it feels plumb good to be out here, don't it?
It does.
I have to say.
It does. It really does.
Talk about a cure for the wintertime blues. Now this right here will do it.
So, we're not by no means into garden season yet. Like, we've got a long ways to go before, like, the true gardening season gets here. But these cold season crops, I mean, it's time. It's almost time. Like, here in probably the next 2 weeks, we'll be planting cabbage.
We need to plant these green peas ASAP.
The green pea, I agree. The green pea, well, I looked back on the calendar, and last year we planted them the last week of February, and we had really good luck with them.
Yeah, that's true.
We've got a cold spell coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think after that cold spell's over with, I'm going to focus on getting peas and cabbage and broccoli and all that good stuff in the ground.
The only thing you have to watch with that cabbage, what makes it hard, is if it's still tender.
They'll get frosted.
If it gets a hard freeze or frost, it'll stun it. So you kind of got to
fine-tune it.
Take your chances, because it also won't grow, it won't do good once it gets hot outside either. It'll try to bolt. So.
Yeah, cabbage, broccoli, all that kind of stuff, we have to really hit the timing right to get it good. And the last couple of years, we've got it good.
Yeah, we've hit it just right, but that don't always happen.
But yeah, for sure though, the green peas will definitely come first. Megan just reminded me that the last week of February is just pretty much here. Are they fighting?
No, they're laughing.
Oh, that's laughing.
Yeah.
Megan just reminded me that the last week of February is pretty much here, so definitely after this next cold spell.
Yep, it's time.
It's time. We're gonna
Well,
go.
I saw my first official sign of spring a while ago. You know what it was?
What?
Maggie went to brush that horse a while ago. The hair went.
Oh, shedding.
Yeah. I said, there's the real sign of spring right there.
That's for sure. When your animals go to shedding, you know it's
Getting closer.
getting close. Look at this right here.
Well, that's that soaker hose, ain't it?
Yes, buried. Well, I ain't gonna do it today, but I'm gonna come out here with that big leaf blower before the clover gets very tall and scatter these leaves in amongst all this. That way the clover will come on up through them, and then I'll till it. I'll till every bit of that under when it gets time. Actually, a little bit before it gets time.
Them youngins is about wore that swing set out already, ain't they?
Yeah.
Look, there's a honeybee. Hey,
Is
little
it?
fella. Yep. Your strawberries has went the wrong way.
I wonder why they wanted to come this side.
They're all the way plumb out over here.
I know.
I'm going through loosening these things for you.
See all the strawberries Megan was talking about? We are out just about into the garden. This right here was meant to be a walking path.
They're right here. Right there's one. See?
Oh, I didn't know they had went that far.
The strawberry bed is on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, so the strawberries are supposed to be over there, but they've all creeped
They
this
decided
way.
they liked it better over here. So the voles can eat them.
Well, we have strawberry plants everywhere right now. So I highly doubt, if I was lacking for strawberries, I'd probably dig these up and transplant them. But unfortunately, their life here is probably short.
Just leave them.
They're gonna get tilled
Oh
under.
yeah, you'll hit them with a tiller.
When I till this, they're gonna get tilled up.
Oh well.
Plus, we have some new strawberry plants to plant as well in a green stalk. We've never used a green stalk, but I'm pretty excited about that thing.
Thank you, Renee, for our green stalk.
That's one of our friends. She gave us a green stalk. So I'm pretty excited about filling that thing full of soil and getting the strawberries in it. That actually should probably be done right now too.
We ain't never had one.
Yeah, we've never had a green stalk. I've just never decided to invest in one, but now we have one.
Told you that ground was soft.
I didn't say it wouldn't.
Well, I said I want to come through here with a hoe.
I said try digging through all them clover roots. That's where you'd have your problem. No, I knew this ground was soft. This ground's some good working ground.
I'll have to go put my sandals on.
Getting hot?
My feet are getting hot.
Boy, thanks to my T-post wigglers, you made this job easy.
Thank you. Do pretty good, don't I?
Yeah.
I'll get these other ones. That's it, ain't it?
Yeah, and then we'll get them cages there. So that's my question. Now, what do you think is going to be a good way of staking or trellising tomatoes in the raised bed? Because that's going to be up too high for you to do a Florida weave on. You'd have to climb up in the bed.
Let me think on it.
That's a great idea, wasn't it?
Well, it tried. Y'all tell us how you like to trellis your tomatoes in a raised bed. That's not something we've ever done. I've trellised them in the ground. We've done tomato cages. And the Florida weave is my favorite when they're on the ground. But when they're gonna be in them raised beds, I'm not tall enough, I won't be able to do that. So yeah, y'all tell me your favorite way.
So, it definitely won't be tomato cages.
No, I don't like tomato cages.
These are just here for like backup purposes. I seen somebody last year on a video who put a cattle panel right down the middle of their bed. and had tomatoes on both sides of it. And then the only maintenance you really had to do is maybe weave a string
and tie it to
around that cattle panel to hold everything up. I think that sounds like a decent idea.
Sounds easy too.
It sounds easy, yeah. It sounds
low maintenance.
Sounds like something you can do pretty quick.
And y'all, if you don't know, and maybe this is your first, second, third year, whatever, growing tomatoes, people make you think you have to stake them up. You don't have to stake them up.
But they just work better.
It works better for us anyway. It keeps them off the ground, keeps them from rotting so quick when they're touching the ground, or a turtle or something come by and taking a bite out of them. But if it's too stressful, or if it's too, too much,
let them go.
Just let them go. They'll still make tomatoes.
Hey, my daddy makes fun of us for staking up tomatoes.
Yes, he does. There's little honeybees flying on this stuff everywhere.
On that hen bit? Mm-hmm. Up there on the other part, I have vetch.
It's
wheat.
getting green up there,
It
too.
is. There's vetch, wheat, and crimson clover on that up there. And it's really looking good, too. The other night I come through and there's 2 deer standing out there in the middle of
Was that
potato
when
patch.
Maggie was with you?
Yeah, we had to turn around and go back so she could see them.
Yeah, she told me. What kind of grass grows in a lump like that? There's some more in that.
That come from the hay too.
Never seen lumpy
That's
grass.
kind of looks like orchard grass.
I need that in my pasture.
Well, you did have some at one time, but I don't think it's there no more. I'm going to talk about this for just a second.
Not you.
I don't like to talk. So every year when we use hay for mulch in our garden, people are always concerned, don't that start weeds or something like that? And I've never had hay start weeds for that year, but now it will cause some weeds the following year. Just like that grass growing right there. That I would just about bet come from the hay. Which this ain't that big a deal. I mean, one pass with a tiller, that stuff's gone. And look in this bed right here. We covered this one in hay, and apparently it was full of fescue seed, because that's just some of the prettiest clumps of fescue you've ever seen.
Bad for gardening, good for pastures.
But the thing is, with those type of weeds, that's an easy controllable weed. We'll cover that right there up with another layer of compost, and it'll smother that out and that'll be gone. The weeds you tend to get from hay, at least with our hay, are perennial type weeds, and perennial weeds are a lot easier to manage because one or 2 passes with a tiller, you've killed them. But annual weeds that come up from a seed, like every summer or something, you make a pass with a tiller, you'll kill them all out, and then you got 10,000 more to come up behind it.
And so the way you do your hay, though, I think it's important to note too. Andy does all of his own hay, and he tries his best to mow the hay when the weeds are not seeded out.
And most of the time before the grass seeds out, or before the grass head matures.
Yeah. So I mean, he tries real hard when he does his hay to get it at that perfect point. So again, in turn, there's really not weed seeds much in our hay.
Right.
So
it's a very good point to bring up.
So just because our hay don't have weed seeds don't mean somebody else's ain't gonna have.
Yeah, you bring up a good point there, because you could get some hay that is just full of weed seeds. But yeah, it's an excellent point. I'm glad you mentioned that. Know where your hay comes from. All right, y'all. Now we got to go tackle the big job. I'm just gonna leave the wagon here doing its wheelie. We got to go tackle the big job. This is the one that I'm really not looking forward to, but I'm wanting to get it done.
We've been dreading it for a while.
We need to go do it.
Yes.
So Megan, these little rings right here where I was growing them zucchini plants last year, that's where I was talking about planting
okay. Well, they
squash
did good.
and zucchini. Yeah, they did great there.
The squash bugs actually wasn't as bad down here either.
And I'm very close to a water hose, so it's easy to keep them watered.
I'm going to address something just real quick as we're walking down through
What's
here.
that?
So, just like I talked about them, one thing you'll notice about our gardens, and we'll address this further in a different video, I'm sure, but everything is in our walking path. Everything is where we can see it, where it's easy to get to, and this is a path we walk every single day, especially after we have pigs again. And so it's in a location that everything we can see and keep an eye on and nip things in the bud.
Which is exactly why I said I'm not going down and trying to have a creek garden this year. Not saying I won't never plant garden down there again. Just this year, I have decided that I want to try it.
Well, we kind of got...
We've had garden down there forever.
Yeah.
Like forever.
Long time. But I mean, last year, man, it was tough last year.
Well, the water. We had too much water last year.
And it's a swamp down there anyway. So in the dry year, it's fabulous.
So I'm probably going to plant a patch of sorghum down there, and I'm going to plant a patch of sorghum up the road, just in case we have another one of those wet years. If that one down there drowns, we still got one up the road that'll hopefully make something.
You see these strawberries that have creeped out here?
Yes. So this is our disaster.
Oops.
Shame on us for letting it get like this, but we did. But what we have run into here is blackberries, especially the variety we have, will absolutely take over if you don't do nothing to them. So what we got to do
is they don't have thorns.
Yeah, they are thornless, but that's about all I know about them. I don't know what variety this is. They are thornless though. I actually got these from a local lady. I understand why she was giving them away now. But anyways, we're going to go in and get all the dead canes out. And my row of blackberries is actually supposed to be one there where those T-posts are and one down there where the T-posts are. Well, they've spread. And if you don't know, blackberries will spread out runners, or will like send out the tops. See how that's starting to grow roots on the end of it? What they do is they send the runners out. That'll root and then sprout up a new blackberry. So in turn, the blackberries are up this way too far. They've grown together in the middle and they went down the hill too far. And we're going to try our best to get this back to just 2 basic rows of blackberries. Well, woman, if we don't hurry up and get started, we ain't gonna get nothing done.
That's true.
Right here's a good example. There they are. You see, that is a cane that bent over, right here. Bent over, the top of it went to the ground, and then they root. That one's back here. But just look at that. So all of those are coming out. Once, we definitely ain't gonna have time to do this today, but once we get this nice and neat and cleaned up, we'll probably go get us several bucket loads of wood chips and redo this mulch.
Yeah, because we couldn't really much do it last year.
No, it was a mess.
And we didn't even get really any blackberries last year.
Yeah, I don't know what our problem was with the blackberries. I think, honestly, if the T-posts weren't in there and the wires that's running with it, I think I'd back the bush hog in there and just mow them down to the ground. Be done with them. I'm not saying I'm tired of blackberries because I love my blackberries.
They just got out of control.
They're just out of control, and I don't like things that are out of control. Oh, woman.
I am. That's a big one that was there in the middle.
You didn't have to dig that up, did you?
No, I think it's easier to pull them up.
Look right here.
I just figured that out.
Look. See these?
Yep.
We got daffodils planted all in amongst everything around here.
Well, they're so pretty.
As a matter of fact, we probably won't get done with all this today, but one thing we have to do before we are done today is plant some more.
Yep.
Maggie's got a whole bag full of them that she wants to plant.
Ain't she got some tulips too?
Yep.
And I know tulips are supposed to have chill hours, but we leave them in an outside building, so.
And they should have been planted a long time ago.
Well, I think we planted them this time last year.
We did.
And it made them.
And they still worked.
Yep.
Now, as always, I will offer them up to some neighbors and some friends and whatever, and if they want blackberries, before I actually go throw those away, they're there if they want them. Look at this, y'all. 2 plants on 1 cane.
I pulled up one like that a while ago.
It's crazy.
I bet there's 20 or 30 plants laying there already. We ain't even moved.
We ain't even got started. We're gonna end up with like 200 plants probably. Yeah. I feel like if we work at it and hammer down on it, we'll get this done today.
Well, at least make a dent in it.
Yeah, if we don't do nothing else, we'll make a dent in it. Well, the good thing is the dead canes, I mean, you just pretty much grab them and
yeah, they
you don't even have to cut them. Well, I'll tell y'all what, Megan has been making some progress out here. Look at this. Them things were all the way up here to the gravel. We've got all this cleaned out. This top row is for the most part like we want it. We're still working on this. I want to show y'all just how far a blackberry can spread from where it starts though. You see, blackberries are way up here. There is at least probably 10 foot, if not more, from there where they're supposed to be to here in my jumbled up muscadine mess. Look right here, blackberry. I did not plant that there. There's another one right there. I didn't plant that there. These things have shot runners over and spread that far. So, just in case, I don't know if all blackberry varieties are like this or not. I mean, honestly, if one of y'all want to chime in and let me know if there's different different varieties that don't spread like this, I would love to know what they are, if they grow here. If you're deciding you want to plant some blackberry bushes, be sure that you are well aware of just how far these things can go and how far they can spread. Because I didn't know. And everything is planted too close together. But, I mean, you know, it's just kind of, it is what it is now at this point. They're established, they're there. I'm not really going to move them. All right, check this out. Coming off of that plant, right there's the runner. See it? I can't reach it. There we go. See it? Growing all the way over there, and it's took root right there, and it's gonna, if I leave it, that'll sprout out another one. And the crazy thing is, everywhere we've pulled up, there'll most likely be some more blackberries coming up out of this just off of the roots alone. So we'll kind of have to keep a better job on this and keep them under control better.
Look at this. You can actually see through them.
Watch this, y'all. Megan, how many years has it been since we've been able to walk through this?
2.
2?
Yeah. Been a while.
That's so awesome.
It's done, and we've got 2 big old piles of stuff here. Got a big pile there. And an even bigger pile right there. Look like a good job for the children's.
Yeah, and I made a couple of text messages. I found somebody that's going to take part of the blackberry plants. I'm sure they're not going to take them all. Because I bet there's 500.
Yeah, there's a lot, whole lot.
Yeah.
So this area here, if you haven't been around since last year, this is what we refer to as Berry Hill. It's out here on the side of our hog lot, and it goes down this steep embankment here. I know the camera don't usually do topography justice, but it's pretty darn steep, so steep that we had to terrace it down through there a little bit. But we have blackberries, muscadines, or like the scuppernong, so like the golden muscadines. We've got raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. Is that all, Mr. Lawson? Did I hit it all?
Strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, and muscadines. I think that's it.
I think that's it. But this right here is probably our most food producing area for the least amount of effort, if I had to say.
Except for days like this.
Well, yeah.
You have those days like this.
This was our fault.
Yeah.
We should have kept up with the maintenance. Now, it still would have been quite a bit of maintenance to have done out here because they do grow so fast and so big. So it still would have been a lot, just not quite as extensive as today. But it's done now.
So I want to ask how many people have been here long enough to remember when we did this last time? Because we have done it. It wasn't near as bad as it was now, but we have done a severe pruning on our blackberries like this. What's it been, 2 years ago?
Had to have been. I know it wasn't last year.
Yeah, we skipped last year, so I'm pretty sure it was the year before that. And who's been around here long enough to remember when we planted these? Because, well, I'm pretty sure we had this on video.
When we made Berry Hill, I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Been a long time.
Long story short, this was just an unused rocky area. We ended up fencing this off with some Premier 1 netting, run the pigs out on it. Pigs tilled it up for us. Andy planted a cover crop, run the pigs out on it one more time, and here it is, Berry Hill.
So y'all, this used to be a straight red dirt hill, which
rocky red dirt hill.
I'm not against red dirt. I know a lot of people are, but I want you to look at it what it is now. Look at that. You can still see a tint of red clay in there, but don't that look so much better than some red clay? The very first year we planted this, what did we put? Probably at least 6 inches of wood chips on the whole thing.
It was a lot. A whole lot.
We got our hands on a bunch of wood chips from a tree company, and just covered it deep. And we did that again after that. And then I think last year we was able to mulch part of it.
The bottom half, yeah.
Most of this right here was too thick for us to mulch, so we wasn't able to do it. But now that's next on the list, is we need to get some mulch up here and mulch this, because if we don't, unfortunately, the weeds will be a disaster in here if we don't do something with it.
Yes, they will. I can't get over these strawberries that have come all the way up in here.
Look at this. There's strawberries everywhere.
And that was the plan. When we planted Berry Hill the way it's planted, the strawberries, we also wanted them to act as a ground cover, and it worked pretty good down there. But then up here, the blackberries kind of took over the strawberries, but I guess they had other plans, and they said, you know what, we're getting away from them.
Yep, they come out here. So honestly, now that we've cleared out these blackberry vines, those strawberries across there,
they're probably gonna do pretty good.
They should. And let me say this though, while it seemed like the strawberries being kind of like a ground cover, we wanted to make them like a ground cover and use them somewhat to replace the mulch.
That was not.
It did not work like we thought it would.
No.
So first off, the strawberries quit producing when they get so thick. Second, what they do produce, it's so thick they can't dry out, and
the slugs
was awful.
Terrible. On the really thick ones, the ones that wasn't so thick wasn't that bad, but.
And then third, weeds still come up through strawberries.
Note to self.
Yeah, they still came up through there. So we were constantly having to pull weeds and stuff, and so it just didn't work. Mulch works way better.
Yes.
So just remember that if you want to use strawberries for a ground cover. At least that's our experience with it. Y'all may have a different experience. But what we'll be doing next, I don't know when it'll be. Hopefully sometime soon. We'll come in here and get all this mulched up. Some of these strawberries will get covered up. From what we've learned, as long as we don't go too deep with the mulch, they push through.
Yeah, they just come on back out of it.
Yep, and that's exactly how we did our strawberries on the bottom side of this hill last year. A lot of them got covered up. They pushed through, and we had some of the best strawberries we've ever had last year. So that worked, and that's what we're going to do again this year. If it don't work this year, well,
it just don't
work. We ain't losing nothing if these strawberries don't make.
That's right. It is pretty satisfying, though.
Having all them berries.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite part, the strawberries and the blueberries.
Well, I'm going to tell you, and we're still eating on I froze a lot, too. Not only did I make a bunch of jelly, I froze a lot, and we're still eating on those, and golly, they're still just so sweet. And they make the best strawberry cobbler.
They do. And, I mean, y'all, if you hadn't figured it out, we have strawberries stuck everywhere, and I mean,
that's on purpose, though.
It's on purpose. We love strawberries, and it takes a lot of strawberries to do something with them. So we have a lot of strawberries planted. Same thing with blueberries. Takes a lot of blueberries to do something. So we have, I think, out here on this bank, there's about 20 or 21 blueberry plants, and then there's 3 more over here in the orchard. And but it takes, especially when they're smaller, it takes that many. Now, when these things mature out and get head high, 1 or 2 plants will be all we need. But until then, it takes a lot of plants to get enough fruit to actually make it worth your time.
Yep. And like I said, least amount of effort. I mean, we're almost, besides putting out mulch out here, Berry Hill is pretty much ready to do its thing.
Yeah, I mean, we do walk through in the summertime on occasion. As we're picking stuff, we'll pull weeds too, but it's never...
It's not like the garden.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
No. It's my favorite spot.
Well, I think we best go make that little girl happy and get her flowers planted.
Just patiently waiting.
And I'm going to tell you what, my stomach says it's getting close to supper time.
Well.
But these tulips and daffodils, they ain't going to take long to stick in the ground.
I'm just going to tell you.
What?
It's gonna be a taco night.
Oh, do you think I'm going to complain about that?
What'd you say though? You wanted to try deer tacos, didn't you?
Yeah.
Or the canned deer meat. I hadn't done that yet, so all right.
That's-
Tacos it is.
Sounds good. We've never had deer tacos, have we?
If we have, it's been a while.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's gonna be good.
Look, anything I can find an excuse to put Meagan's hot sauce on, I'm down for it.
I know.
That stuff is good on everything.
Literally. Like we put it, I'm almost out.
Yeah, I know.
Like we've eaten so much of
scary.
that hot sauce that I'm almost out of it.
That is so scary because it makes everything taste better. We have put it on everything.
We fixed omelets the other day for lunch, and since we're getting eggs now, and we put it on them omelets, and oh my goodness.
Total game changer
it was
on
so
those
good.
omelets. Amazing. You want to plant them all out here in your flower garden?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many of them we have. We may have enough that we can maybe plant some around a few trees too.
All right.
Look at this. Did we leave this out here? We did. We left these out here when we planted these flowers.
Yeah.
So let's show what all we've got here. These have been laying in the building for quite some time. Like I said, they should have been planted a long time ago.
Yeah.
We got a bag of daffodils, a bag of tulips, another bag of tulips, and I believe this is another bag of daffodils.
I like daffodils. They're pretty.
Another bag of daffodils. You and Mama planted some last year, didn't you?
I don't know.
Don't you remember?
No.
There's a lot of tulips in this bag.
I just found a tunnel in my garden. Found worm. Look, see, there's worms, and I found a tunnel.
I bet it's a vole tunnel. Either where these roots in this pine tree are rotting out. That could be what it is.
Hey, wormies.
You want me to help you put some in the ground?
Look. Get a worm.
I see. That's a good thing. Plant those over there on your side.
All right.
Hopefully these tulips come up though.
Hopefully.
Right there's a tunnel, Maggie. Bet that's a vole tunnel.
There's one right here. I guess they go straight, and then they go into the garden.
I bet voles eat tulip bulbs.
But if they don't grow, someone's probably been eating them.
That's right.
I've caught some roots from something being planted right there.
You got some pretty dirt out here in your garden.
I know.
Well, you got your flower garden took care of, didn't we?
Yeah. Now we're gonna get planted around the trees.
We got a mess to clean up.
Yeah.
But we've got all this in tulips. And then we planted her a whole bag of daffodils along this side. And if you don't know, there's supposed to be a walking path right down through here. But I think it's obvious that we got to do some mulching on this too. There is definitely tulips coming up from last year, what they planted. Got a whole group of them there. Somewhere in here I saw it, right there. Got some popping through right there. So apparently what y'all did last year, they're still there.
Yep.
We're gonna plant them around these two fruit trees.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do some around this persimmon and around that cherry tree right there. Daffodils is something that I really, really love, which I don't know many people that don't. Maggie, you're gonna have to dig down deep because them leaves are thick.
Yeah.
Let's put them more along in the center, about right there,
All right.
and stay kind of closer to the tree ring. But daffodils are something that I absolutely love because daffodils are there for generations. I love things like that that are there for generations, because you can go to all these old home sites or anywhere like that and you see where the daffodils were. And no matter if the house is still there or not, just like the old farm we showed y'all the other day, there's daffodils there all over that place. We'll have to go when they're blooming because it's beautiful. But daffodils stay there forever. And we've got daffodils planted all over this place up here. And I intend on it to be in that way because who knows, 100 years, 200 years, 300 years from now, the house may be gone, the gardens may be gone, the buildings could probably be gone, but the daffodils will still be there, and there'll be evidence that there was once somebody who lived here and loved those flowers and loved to look at those flowers. And I like things like that. I like to look back and see evidence of people in more ways than just seeing the old houses and the buildings. I like to see that kind of thing too.
I made a really deep hole right
Did you get down to the dirt though? Because these leaves, yeah, you got down in there. All right. And daffodils are something, if you see them somewhere, somebody planted those daffodils. They aren't wild, at least not here. You want me to dig a hole and you plant them, or do it the other way around?
Either way. I like digging up
You want to dig? All right. Well, since that hole's a good size, I'm going to put 2 in there.
Right.
But that's the thing I think about anytime I see a patch of daffodils. I'm like, wonder who planted those, especially if they're not around the house. I wonder who planted those.
I just found a massive rock.
Don't throw it in the yard.
Why?
Go by and hit it with a lawnmower.
Well, I'll get it over here in a minute.
Oh, you got a big hole dug there. I can get 3 or 4 bulbs in that hole.
Here, you're the one going to the driveway.
You're putting the rock in the driveway. That'll work. Our tractor supply always puts these bulbs on sale. And so we buy them late in the year. And every year we end up planting a few more. And just adding to what we've got.
Yep.
Let's go do the cherry tree and we'll be done.
All right.
Well,
Y'all get done?
we got it done. It wasn't that bad. I mean, there's a lot in them 2 bags, but I mean, it really don't take long at all to stick a bunch of bulbs in the ground.
I bet she liked that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. So the ones y'all planted last year are coming up too. Them
Oh,
tulips.
are they?
Mm-hmm.
Tulips come back every year?
Yeah, yeah. As long as nothing eats them, but I'm pretty sure voles will eat tulip bulbs.
I thought they was. Oh, I didn't realize they come back every year.
No, they come back every year, but
I wondered that.
she's only got a few, and we noticed a ton of vole tunnels out there in her garden.
That's not good.
So I don't know, I don't know if voles eat them or not, but there's definitely plenty of
Well,
voles
maybe
out
they're
there.
old tunnels, because I'm telling you, these cats, they've killed at least 5. I'm going to say 5.
Oh yeah, I know. Should they bring them up
Probably
here and lay
more.
them at the steps?
And they
'cause
probably
they're
killed
proud of 'em.
more, yeah. But I know they've killed at least 5 since we cleaned that up in the fall.
Have you missed me today? I've been busy all day and I ain't been able to give you no loving, have I?
Well, I got everything fed.
Well, good.
Cookie looks like she's going to bust.
Well, it's getting about time.
Well, I was looking. She ain't made much milk yet, but Candy don't never make much milk till right before.
And
So,
I think she's a black version of Candy.
yeah.
She is spitting image of
She
that
looks
cow.
like a black Jersey, but she's a black Angus Jersey, but she looks like a black Jersey.
But considering we didn't get started out here till like way on after lunch, I am tickled to death with what we got done this evening.
We've worked about 3.5 hours, I'd say, wouldn't you?
Now them blackberries out there, that's
I'm so like,
a
oh my
load
gosh.
off my shoulders. knowing
I'm
them
so
done.
glad that it's done.
Me
So
too.
glad. But
Me too.
anyways, I guess I better get in here and fix us something to eat before you starve to death, perish away.
Yeah, you've worked me too hard today, and I tell you what, the tank's getting empty.
Oh my goodness. Bless its heart.
Well, I got a few things I need to run around and do too while you're fixing supper, and I guess I would say it's about time to call it a day, but we ain't done yet.
No, not quite.
Mm-mm.
But anyways, guys, I guess that's going to about wrap up this video anyway.
Yep, that's right.
Hope y'all have enjoyed the video, and hope you might have learned a little something. Hope something in today's video brought a smile to your face, if nothing else.
That's right.
And anyways, guys, till we see y'all on the next one.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.
Sure you just don't want to sit right here and not worry about supper?
It feels pretty good.
Does, don't it?
Why don't you go fix supper?
Well, I mean, if you want me to, I can. Deer meat's pretty easy to fix. It's
You
already cooked.
You open the jar.
There goes Mom and Daddy. They must be going out on the town tonight.
Yep.
She's washed her truck. Look how shiny that thing is.
Yep.
It looks good. All right. Let's get her done.